I just wanted to say, like for today's reading, the way that something about like it wasn't that significant, but like slightly significant with the way that like my lighter, because it was obviously going out, but it still kept going. It still kept burning, even though it wasn't like like the biggest flame. This is a like little mini blowtorch. I feel like this might be some of you guys, or it could be for everyone watching this video, where it's like you don't give up, you just keep going. You still show up even when you're running low. Alright, and that's very, very good because today's pick a card reading is going to be on what talents and gifts will bring you success, money, and fame. But before we get into today's reading, I do want to say please don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, or hit the notification bell. If you want to know when I post more videos. I also wanted to say if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so down in the description box below. All the information for that is there. Also, I wanted to say if you would like to donate to my channel, you're more than welcome to do so. All the information should be down for that in the description box below. I accept the same payment methods for like everything, especially for like the readings. So that's Cashapp, PayPal, and Venmo. Also, I want to get into. I have notes. That's why I'm looking to the side. All right. But also, I also wanted to say, if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can do so at goodfelladom on Instagram or goodfelladom on Twitter. Oh, and like in my about section here on YouTube as well as my social media bios, I have a link tree that'll also link you to my SoundCloud because I do make music. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome. And I have a podcast by the title of the Dom Podcast, the name the Dom Podcast. It's spelled like how I spell my name right here, the DOM period podcast. If you want to check that out, you can do that as well. That is on Google, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And let's get into today's reading. So let's talk about what talents and gifts will bring you fame, money, and success. So without further ado, we have 4 piles here for those of you who can't see it. So if you notice, like I'm like standing this, like look at like which pile. Like pile number 1 is the Moonstone. Pile number 2 is Citrine. Pile number 3 is the Superman Crystal, and pile number 4 is the Amethyst. I'm like these 2 over here. Who knows what they'll bring? But I do get the sense that like this might. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you could be drawn to it. Look at how it's like lit up though. But anyways, let's move into it and let's see what happens here. So, if you chose pile number 1, you chose the Moonstone right here. Let's see what talents will bring you success, money, and fame. Before we get into that, I wanted to say, actually, I can't say. I have to find out what the name is of the person who asked for this. It wasn't even a name. It was just a user. But thank you for choosing this video. I'm sorry, I should have said that in the beginning. But shout out to that user. So if you chose pile number 1, you chose this Moonstone here. I'm sorry. And without further ado, let's get into it. Calling on God and on my angels and spirit guides and those of love and light. Ask you please be part of this reading with me. If you are not 11 light, you are banned from this reading. Please exit now. Only those of 11 light are allowed to be here. Calling on God and on my angels and ancestors and those of 11 light. Ask you please be part of this reading with me. And you please show me, or tell me more specifically, what is going to bring pile 1. What talents and gifts are going to bring pile 1 fame, success, and money. If you are not 11 light, please exit now. You're banned from this reading. Only those of 11 light are allowed to be here. Calling on all those of 11 light. Let me get some more. Alright. I love R&B music. I'm sure some of you guys love R&B music. The song that I'm thinking of right now is called Burn Slow by Ro James, because this, like, when I lit it up, it had, like, a little... The amount of time that it took for it to, like, the flame to hit this sage stick. Maybe I'm just, like, over-exaggerating here. I think I am, but let's just see. I get the vibe from what I'm seeing here. Some of you guys could be, like, athletes or, like, coaches. That's what I'm seeing in my head. Some of you guys could be chefs or cooks. What's here? The strength. Yeah, you guys are definitely like athletes. Like even if you're not an athlete, I see like some cooks in here. Regardless of like whatever it is you cook, I feel like you guys definitely like to like work with like natural, like not natural, but like what is the proper term? Raw foods. You definitely like working with vegetables. Definitely vegetables here. But vegetables, is what I'm seeing here. There's like a like an emphasis on like healthy like nutrition here. I feel like you guys would be like a famous like nutritionist, or like maybe you're like a former athlete turned nutritionist, or you are an athlete. But like some of you like a select few, you are like I think like big name athletes from here, like major leagues, or like like national or something where it's like international. Maybe you guys are international players. I see some basketball players here. I see some track runners, some track stars. I see I see chefs here again. I get the vibe that like whoever you are, your body must be like incredible. So it's like you're probably like very like muscular, like super toned, and like you're like this hot chef. You probably have tattoos too, or you will have tattoos. There's something about you that's like probably like a little bit of like kind of like of a bad boy type of look, or like even like a bagger. You can have like tattoos. You can have tattoos. You could just like have these muscles. Like if you're a man, like you come across as like a real like hipster maybe, where you dress up kind of like this, like maybe like this very masculine, manly man, but like you probably have like you're very in tune with your feminine sides. I feel like if you cook, you're like an intuitive cooker, where you don't really think, you just do everything at the eye level. You just like throw anything in there. And ironically, the card that came out here is the star card. So you guys are definitely like meant to be stars, famous. Like you're meant to be famous off of your skill set. Even if you're not like the biggest athlete, like you might have like a YouTube channel or like some sort of like workout program or something where it's like whatever this is, it involves food, your body, and that in athleticism. Something about you is meant to be famous. You guys are definitely YouTubers here, like stars, like on social media for something. Social media influencers of some kind. Seven of Pentacles. What talents and gifts will bring you this? I'm here sex appeal. And it's like making me think of this woman because she like is in a dress and it's like very like slip on and see through, so you can see through it. You guys definitely have some sort of like sex appeal to you. But this being in reverse, I feel like another skill or talent that might bring you success, money, and fame. It has something to do with like you being like impatient. Maybe you guys are like because this makes you think that you're fast. I'm seeing someone who's like really really like running here. You guys might just like start stuff and then like build it as it goes along. Like you could have been like if like sitting on an idea for like a very short period of time. You guys I think would be good at marketing because that's also coming through here. So like your marketing and branding skills would bring you like fame and success. Like the way you know how to market yourself, whoever it is that you want to be. I'm hearing that song "Angel of Mine" by Monica. Some of you guys can have like a very like type of quality about you that's like like of the highest, like kind of like super pure. I see like white here, like someone dressed in like all white. The Ten of Cups, whatever it is that you've been through your life, your struggles, your things that have left you unsatisfied or unhappy, talking about that or expressing like, hey, like I run because it helps me get like get me through the day, or helps me like like let go of like the pain that I experienced when I was a child, or like I play basketball as like a form of therapy, or I do golfing because it's like healing for me in some sort of way. Like that's the type of stuff that I feel people will like resonate with, because like for your brand and how people look at you, even if you aren't like number one and like everything you do are like the best of the best, and I feel like most of you are going to be, but regardless of wherever you rank at, it's like you're definitely known for like your athleticism and what you do, whatever sport you play. But it's your story. It's your story. It's like what you've been through, like your pain, your past hurts. Like I don't know, like say like I don't know, maybe like someone close to you had passed away, or like or even like a pet of yours had like passed away, and you were like very very close to it because you were in like an abusive household or something. Or like maybe like when your parents used to fight as a kid, your way of like drowning it out was by putting on some headphones, listening to music. Some of you guys could be like rappers or singers. Not many of you. I'm getting like mostly athletes here. You guys all have like really nice bodies, but like you drowned out with music and like throwing your ball at the ceiling. Like that's like your way of having fun and playing, or like just like dealing like with what it is that you have to do. Like it's like some sort of like very dramatic story. Someone here might have like a Beats by Dre commercial. Or some of you guys could be hairstylists or like barbers, or some of you guys are like some of you guys definitely cook. You definitely can like cook your ass off. And it's like you have like this very athletic body about you. So it's like you could be. I see someone here like maybe you like represent like a certain like type of like athleisure or like athletic wear type of brand on Instagram, and because like you're a social media influencer, you can also you like are like one of those people who are like maybe like you're more well known for being like an athlete. Well no, if I had to rank it, this is for someone specific out there. Or like for like maybe everyone watching this, someone here is like a chef. You're damn sure well known for like your nutrition skills and like the way you eat, and perhaps even like the way you cook. But then it's like you're also known for like your athletic skills, and that also these people that like know about your body. You might have like a book, and you might also do like sex work and stuff like that. Like that's for some of you, not all of you, but some of you guys definitely know how to make money. You're an entrepreneur, and you're well known. Like you're very well rounded for everything it is that you do, and your body is like banging, like really really good. With the two of swords in here, like as I'm saying, you guys are known for like a bunch of different things. It just has to do with indecision and not making a choice. Um, you guys can be like very like indecisive about something. Like it's like hey, like instead of like just doing one thing, I want to do everything. The two of swords. I also get the sense that you guys might have your guard up a lot, so it's like maybe like because that also is like with the two of swords. But I think thought indecision. You guys could be Libras or Geminis and Aquarius, but mostly Libras. Libra moon. I always get Libra moon in like every video I do for some reason. Um, Two of Swords. With the swords, because I'm thinking of them like clinking against each other. I'm hearing the song Captain Hook by Megan Thee Stallion in my head. Um, but there's this energy of you guys probably like to some of you guys like to do fencing. You're probably like a known like fencer. You could have like an ad for Nike doing this, or Adidas, or like any sort of like a big name like sports brand or like clothing brand as well. Five of Cups here. Whatever you've been through, definitely keep your head up. But you've been through some tough things. Some of you guys probably come from like a really, really like violent like type of neighborhood, or where things kind of just things weren't always the most safe, and you had to learn how to survive and navigate that. But you need to be more self aware because you might not even realize like how different your life is from everyone else's. But you need to talk about your struggles, talk about your pain, talk about what you went through because y'all went through some shit. All right, like let the world know what your story was. What is it? Four of Wands here. Talk about like your home. Talk about like your small successes. Like you could have like talk about like your GPA in school and like how you had to keep that up, or like literally talking about your experiences. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be specifically school related or GPA related. That could just be like hey like like my mom was an addict or whatever, and like growing up I had to like like develop like certain skills to like I'm here like run into the grocery store. Like maybe you used to run to the grocery store to like hurry up for something that happened within your childhood, and then I taught you like okay, like I like running. Like running is really really good for me some way somehow. Like talk about your small successes. Talk about like I don't know what that had to do with what I'm just saying, but like talk about your small successes. Talk about the things like that happen within your household because I feel like maybe you guys you had a supportive or unsupportive family or not. Some of you guys have trophies or like medals. Like talk about how like you made it out, like how you managed to like succeed, like how you managed to do stuff like that. Your success story is a story of it's almost like a cautionary tale, like super like gory, like oh my goodness, like these are all the things that I went through when I was a kid. Then I made it out, and everybody's just looking at you like in amazement, like regardless of what level you're at, whether if it's in like the mainstream media or just on social media, it's like wow, look at all that they've been through. That's what will like make you like famous and successful. And lastly, here we have the Princess of Cups. You guys can be highly spiritual beings. Someone here likes music. You might like Janae Aiko. I love Janae Aiko as well. Um, but I'm getting like you guys can be like highly spiritual beings. You might like love your crystals. Talking about or even like if you're like a Christian, talking about like your journey, like with like getting to know God and getting to know yourself is like key here as well. I see that being like a part of your story. Even if you mention it for like only like 30 seconds throughout like your entire lifetime, I feel like you might talk about it more. But that is like definitely something that will bring you like fame, success, and like your talents and whatever the case may be. I want to take these two because even though it's literally reiterating the same thing with the Fool card being here, I feel like some of you guys could have gotten reckless. You guys could have been like alcoholics, recovering alcoholics. Some of you guys were in prison because of like whatever behaviors that you like did, and like you got out. I see like a personal trainer here who may have been like he or she may have been in prison, and they came out and they found like their way like through working out, and now they like influence and motivate everyone else. Like you need to like show people like your story, like how things happen for yourself growing up. That is what will bring you fame. I feel like your story overall, like you guys can be motivational speakers. That's what's gonna teach people, or like bring you the fame and the talent and success and the money that you want. And then there's like yeah. And then lastly here we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So healing, definitely like healing work, especially with this Princess of Cups here, because I'm thinking of healing. Because look at her, she got her singing bowls with her. If you guys can see it, hopefully, I hope you can do. I like this. I love how her hair is like so wavy. It's like this is like a very like watery, like emotional card here. Mm. But it's just like, yeah, you guys need to like talk about your story because I get the vibe. A lot of y'all are like athletes who just have like this very athletic type of body, whatever it is. Like I don't care. Like in like some of you guys, like even if you're not an athlete or just have like the most like fit body, some of you guys are like plus size models, but you really are like you go vegan. You're vegan or vegetarian. You take really really good care of your body. Somebody out there is a pescatarian. Yeah, like your journey of like how to like how you found yourself and like what you're doing, that's like literally what's gonna make you like famous or like successful and like a lot of money. Like people will pay you just for you to talk about yourself and then to continue to do your talents and showing yourself off. Show people how fast you can run. Show them like your jumper or your dunk or like some of you guys could be like writers, like writing a book or something like that. And you guys are very attractive. Like your body is also gonna make you famous. Like showing yourself off, not like in like you don't have to be like a sex worker. It doesn't have to be like X-rated type of content. They could just be like in a regular like picture with you like fully clothed on like Instagram or something like that, or like even like half naked. Like you got like a matter of sophistication. I feel like it would be better if like you covered your body up on platforms and like if you do sex work like I see you guys might have like a very reserved or sophisticated like look to how you come across like that's like very beneficial for you to like keep up because that'll bring you more opportunities and like your sex work can be just like separate on like whatever platform of your choice. Um and yeah. So if you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. All the information for that will be in the description box down below. I do accept donations to my channel, so if you would like to, you can donate to my channel as well. I take Cashapp, PayPal, and Venmo. Also, please don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, or hit the thumbs up. I have an Instagram that is at goodfelladom or on Twitter at goodfelladom. You're more than welcome to follow me. Also, like, I love hearing you guys' comments. So if you want to comment or leave anything down in the description box below, I like knowing that I kind of like help you guys with a little bit of this stuff or like anything. Really, just let me know whatever it is you want to know. In my about section here on YouTube as well as my social media bios, I have a link tree that'll take you to my SoundCloud because I do make music. So if you want to check that out, you can do that as well. Also, it'll take you to my podcast. It's called the Dom Podcast. It's spelled D-O Imperial, like how it is here. Podcast. If you guys want, you can check it out as well. It's on Google, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And thank you for choosing me, Dom the Healer, as your reader. And let us move on to pile 2. So I'll see you guys. Thank you. You guys, for those who want to know, you chose this moonstone here. I think that's what it's called. I'm not going to lie. I don't remember, but I think that's what it's called. So thank you guys. Dom the Healer signing off. Thank you very much. What's good, y'all? This is for my people who chose Pile 2. So if you chose Pile 2, you chose the citrine crystal. The way this like shines so bright, I can only imagine what does bring y'all like famous success. So you guys will probably be like maybe my most famous pile here. If you are not 11 light, please exit now. You are banned from this reading in all aspects. Only those of 11 light are allowed to be here and be present within this reading. Angels, can you please tell me here what will bring my power to? What talents and gifts will bring my power to here? Fame, success, and money. Okay, like right off the bat, I'm gonna keep this as PG-13 as possible. Some of you guys are meant to be like sex workers. So like definitely like adult films will literally bring you like the famous success you want. You might start out as like a video vixen and like I feel like, well, you could be a man to be a video vixen. So you might, should I take that one, Spirit? The Empress in Reverse came out. So like I feel like what necessarily will bring you there, like obviously like I do get the sense because you guys can have whatever body type you have, like you could be very attractive, maybe not like the most attractive. Well, no, you are like very attractive here. But what will bring you this is like your marketing skills, your business skills. I feel like you guys could be smart. You guys might create like a talent agency for what it is that you do in the future. The Queen of Cups, what will get you this? What talent or gift that you have? You guys have the ability to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations or like in the most chaotic situations. You guys could have probably dealt with like a lot of like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing like sexual assault here, or like maybe just certain situations where things maybe just weren't like they didn't like when you're some of you. I feel like for most of you guys it was when you were teens, and for like few of you it was when like you were like children, maybe like someone here was like touched. It wasn't many of you. It's like for 1 or 2 of you, but someone here was like touched as a kid. So what will bring you like famous success is definitely so like some form of sex work here, whether if you're like a sex therapist or if you do the performing in itself, or like maybe I feel like some of you guys might go from like performers to like the people in the business who make their own agencies because maybe you went through like certain things that you just knew were wrong on your way up the ladder, and you're just like, okay, like now I want to be the person that comes in to change this. um Sex ed videos are coming through here. You guys teach each other like about like proper sex, so there's like maybe like the Kama Sutra type of stuff. But definitely stepping out of your comfort zone and definitely seeing the truth and seeing the light in things. I feel like I'm being called to read the actual definition. I go based off because if you like, you do tarot, you do right away, and the right away, the Empress in reverse has to do with like I'm seeing the truth and the light in situations. So let's see like what it is here in this book in Mystic Mondays. I'm using Mystic Mondays tarot. The Empress in reverse has to do with dependence, attachment, fruitless. So this makes me feel before I read this, 'cause I'm gonna read the definition. I feel like some of you guys like you might do well like within relationships. Like maybe like you were like with a partner, whether if you're a man or a woman, you were with someone who was like a gold digger of some form. Like maybe like they were in the industry like higher up than you, and they thought like, okay, like I'm basically gonna pimp you out. Like I'm gonna like make you pay me, well not pay me, but it's like whatever contract you guys had up, and like they took a good amount of it. So you guys definitely face like some sort of financial abuse, sex abuse, or like sexual assault, and it's like you learn to like reclaim your body, reclaim your independence through all of this. Okay, the message says there's a lack of harmony in your life as you try to juggle everything to maintain balance. Yes, because I do think the Empress is ruled by Venus. It says so here in this book, and I think of the Empress as like the Libra. But yeah, stretching yourself way too thin and placing others' needs before your own is causing unnecessary stress. Getting back to sync means aligning yourself back to your own desires. Fill yourself up so that you have enough to give to others without depleting your resources. Lack of energy and creative blocks leave you feeling uninspired and monotonous. On the other hand, you may also be taking on the role of an overbearing mother who is too protective or demanding over her relationships. Under or overripe, the fruit is not ready for picking. Replenish yourself, and you will be able to find your center. Ground yourself back to the loving energy of Mother Earth with compassion. Some of you guys, you could be single mothers watching this, or even single fathers. But sex work will, like, I think, bring you or like put you into that spotlight, give you the money that you want. Um, but overall, it's like the business and the marketing. I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't think there's a message in there for that. What's their spirit? But it had to do with like attachment. I think a relationship will help put you within this. Maybe you had like one toxic relationship that was just like, or no, a few toxic relationships, where you dealt with like certain types of treatment that made you feel like you had to learn how to reclaim your body. Like you were broken, and then you had to like build yourself back up, and you reclaimed your body, and like now you express yourself in a way that you want, in a way that you like, because you may have learned that you like to show off yourself that way, or you like to do those types of performances, and like you get like well known for this too. Like you might get like documentary deals or create your own documentaries, like tell your story, like you're like a famous like video vixen almost, male or female here. I feel like mostly females like could be watching this or resonating with this, but they're like men do go through this. Um, I hate that it seems like people like push that under the rug. But yeah, like men go through this. I understand, bro. If you're whoever's watching this, if you resonate with that, and I feel for everyone here in this file. You probably could have went through some very like sad things, and I'm sorry you had to go through that. But yeah, we got the Ten of Wands here, so you guys could like have carry like a lot of burdens and responsibilities within your lifestyle. You could have had like a very tough lifestyle, or maybe if you're like the big brother or the big sister, you had to carry on certain roles. So like if you're a woman here, you must have had like an uncle near you who like used to touch you, or like a father figure, some male figure, a brother, someone who was like maybe like touching you as a kid. You talking this about this like, cause I get like also with all these responsibilities, and you being like the oldest, you definitely had to like raise people at like a very young age. There's like almost like this motherly energy about you where you took on like a lot of responsibilities here. You could have also grown up in like a poor neighborhood or like a poor environment. Oh, but that's coming to here. You guys are like super strong because of what you've been through, but you need to tell people your story. That's also what's going to help. It's like you doing this, but then like telling people what you've been through and like reclaiming your body and like helping you. That will bring you like talent, like the talents or gifts that will bring you the famous success. It's like your sadness is what will like empower you to do better. Um, if you're a boy watching this, I feel like you may have been like the older brother who, yes, you looked out for your younger siblings, but maybe you were like maybe you're like a very like good looking kid, and people felt the need to have to like touch you like an aunt or like some sort of woman or just like older girls. Like maybe you were like 10 years old, and there's like girls coming up to you that was like 17, 18, 19 that like were like, oh, he's cute. Da, da, da. Maybe you like physically matured more than most people your age. You look more grown because you probably could have developed facial hair or like body hair at like a young age that made you look like a grown man, but you weren't one. And that's like maybe either like people like mistook you perhaps for like an age older, or even if they did, I feel like some people like maybe like have known this, not many, and like they kind of went along with it, or like maybe like there's something like about like being macho, the feeling or the need to be macho. You probably felt like in order to be macho or to be a man, it meant sex for you, and you got taken advantage of a lot growing up because of it. You could have been exposed to like being touched or like certain things you probably just saw as like a kid, and as a result, like that affected you like sexually in the way that you looked at sex, in the way that you like perceived it. You could have been raped as a kid also as well. Um, and it was probably like a very painful experience, and it like taught you like to like be like very on guard, defensive. You could have like learned how to fight. You could have did karate or taekwondo or like street fights or whatever. Like learn how to defend yourself and fight. You could have been like involved in like gang life, and then you started doing like independent sex work, and that led you to get into the industry, something like that. But like sex work will, I think, bring you like the fame, the success, that like all of that you want, the money, the cars, the material success, all of that. You guys have like had like very tough lives, and you like managed to get through it. And as a result, it's like because sex work is like coming through here prominently. Um, but yeah, you guys had like a tough upbringing. Now you're like headed for like a stress-free life where you get to have some just great sex for the rest of your life, basically. After having going through like very tough situations as a kid, some of you guys had to learn how to fend for yourself, how to fight, how to cook, how to take care of your younger siblings. I see like a teenage boy here, or like a preteen boy, where it's like at like a young age, like he was like really like just doing it regardless of like however like the age was, because it was definitely like a lot of older women, and like he was like the experienced one that probably taught like another girl how to do it and stuff like that. But like I don't know, like maybe something about the way you do, like maybe it happened to you like in a very like rough and like bad way, and like you became intuitive or like so tapped into your emotions that when you now give it to other people, it's like you can sense like how they feel. Even if you're a girl watching that and that resonates with you, I feel like that's for both of you. Because you guys probably had like some really like rough sexually like assaulting experiences, and because of that, like I'm sorry. Um, well, like your sexuality, like your reclaiming of your body, your fitness, your athleticism, or your body, or like whatever it is that you do, you teach people how to like get through what you've been through and show them that you can be a survivor and all things like that. You could have turned to drugs and alcohol at some point in your life as well. But we have the King of Swords in reverse here, so it's like your indecision. Your indecision, I think, either surrounding your sexuality or like your indecision surrounding like what happened to you. You might look back in your past and think, oh, like that wasn't that big of a deal. Like none of that happened. I have a hole in my shirt, by the way, if you can see that. But like nothing. Some of you guys could have been like really like battered, like and beaten, like bruised and stuff like that as well. Like you faced some sort of abuse, and like sex work was maybe like your way out of it, but it was like maybe like at your free will, like on your own terms. Um, but definitely like your indecision about like what happened in your past, like you telling that story of like I was conflicted, maybe like I didn't know what was happening because it was so natural, it was so like normal for me to have to experience this and stuff like that. Eight of Swords, literally learning how to free yourself. I see someone like running away. It's like you jump out of your window in your neighborhood, wherever you lived at, and you just started like running, and like you started running faster. You couldn't run anymore, or like you started just like running, and you literally ran away like as fast and as far as you could possibly get, and just started like a new life somewhere else. Your story is like helpful to you in this. Like you need to like tell people what you've been through, because there are people out there watching you who have been through what you've been through, and they don't know how to deal with it, and they're watching you. Or they need someone to resonate with, because not many people do. You got a Princess of Swords. Your choice of words is definitely going to help you here. You guys are meant to be public speakers, like advocates for sexual assault, sexual awareness, things like that. So sex work doesn't necessarily have to be just you being like a performer. Like I said, you could be a sex therapist. You could be someone who talks about this or advocates for this. But yeah, things of that nature. But definitely like the way you talk about it, like sharing it. Like you see this woman, like how it's with the sword, she has like this bright shining light here. It's like you're shining light on your problems. Like you're opening it up, and she has like her hand in front of it, if you can see it or not. It's like she's controlling it. Like she's telling people her story. That's what gained you like fame and letting people know what you went through. Some of you guys might make like a YouTube video or get like be a part of a documentary. Like hey, like and like your title would be like, oh, like the time I was like molested, or the time I got touched, or like something like that. I mean, don't make your titles that obvious though. But yes, like Eight of Pentacles here. This has to do with like just like work. Like you guys really, really like are careful with your work, you definitely like read up on laws that'll like definitely help you with this, like the sex laws, like the laws for like how to like you know, like what to do within like the sex industry, like the filming industry. Something about that is like you guys probably like direct your own like movies and stuff and direct for other people. There's this energy of like you guys might be very detail oriented with this because there's Pentacles. Pentacles is a Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy, Earth sign energy. Virgos are just like that. Virgos are detail oriented. Tauruses are strategic, and Capricorns are just super hardworking. So I feel like that energy definitely comes out like within like your work. Like you want to be like the best performer, or you probably win like a lot of awards for your talents and your directing skills and like your creative skills and all of that, and like how you like go about this with yourself. Ooh. Definitely, I get the sense that what will make you famous is like the amount of like partners or clients you have. Like if you're like a sex therapist, I feel like it's your client. You could be like a famed sex therapist yourself. Um, but overall, because the card that I got here, I'm gonna show you guys it. There's something about you that's like addictive, like when it comes to just like being in bed. Like people are like drawn to you, like everyone's drawn to you. Like that's why when you were a kid you had those experiences because people like predators were like drawn to you. Like literally. You have like the devil card here, like they were drawn to your beauty, like your body, and like also like your secretiveness. Like they felt like if they did what they did to you, like you would have kept it a secret, but you're not, like you were their karma. You're gonna let it out. You're gonna tell people what you've been through. But with this devil card here, it's like with like within like sex work, like with the way that like people are, because I did say you guys can be like highly intuitive with the way that you just choose to have sex. Like you're very addictive with like all of your partners, like in like the industry that you work with and stuff like that. And because of that, it's like they're like very drawn to you. They're gonna talk about you like I'm keeping this one PG-13 here, but they're gonna talk about you like like you were just like the best thing in the world, like a god or like a goddess in bed or something like that. And it's like very very like fun for them to experience this. And it's like you exude like your natural like sexiness. You guys could be like water signs, but there's like this highly like intuitiveness that's like even if you like are very like rough with it, there's a softness to it. There's like this sensitive sadness side that comes out within this that like you really like provide like care. This is like I'm seeing like a man who provides like a lot of care for like his partners. If you're a woman, you're like a goddess to a guy. Like they love your body, like they love your hair. Something about your hair is like super vibrant. It's like if I had to like compare it to anything, if you was ever seen the 1+1 music video, like by Beyonce, the way that her hair is like flowing in like the back where it's like all super curly, um, like super curly, like super vibrant, super like just big and but like that's how people see her. They see you as like this goddess who is like a, like very very beautiful, and like your body is like a portal to them, a portal into I'm hearing the underworld, or like if not the underworld, it's like heaven. Like literally, like it's like you guys are super great at what you do. And then lastly here we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So something about you guys is like super stuck in your ways, like the way that you prefer to do things, the way that you prefer to film stuff. Your performance skills I feel like very open. Like you definitely like you definitely change that up. If you're like a sex therapist or something, should I take this one? Okay, I'm gonna take two more for you guys, and I'm gonna stop right there. You probably already seen it, but oh well. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Cups. Yes, there's like this like sense of like emotions and like intuitiveness here that comes from you guys. Like you exude this like sexual energy of like understanding and like communicating because you know what it feels like to be misunderstood, to be used, to be taken advantage of, and you don't want to put other people through that. Unless it was like asked for, I'm not gonna lie. Because that does happen within like the industry. Things can get like that hardcore. But with the Ace of Swords here, it's like something about your ideas. It's like stuck and stagnant. I heard, but it's in like a good way. Like the way you do things is like very consistent. Something about the way you conduct business as well. Like you really like get them contracts done. You really educate yourself on what is it supposed to do. Like you're very passionate about sex work and like making sure that you get this done correctly here. Um, Other talents and gifts that would bring you like fame and success for it is your impatience with the seven of Pentacles in reverse. You choosing to be like impatient. It's like you're the type of person that likes to get up and make stuff happen for yourself. You don't wait for opportunities to come to you. So it's like you let things happen. Like you definitely do. Like even if you're signed like to like through some company, like you're like you got like a contract or whatever, you definitely get up and go do your own stuff whenever you can. Like wherever you can slip in, like so if there's like a crack in your contract or like some sort of like loophole, like you're gonna find a way to like use that for yourself. Like if a company says like okay, like for the next 3 years you can't work with anybody else to do independent like work on your own, you'll find a way to like fix it out. Whether if it's like directing for other people or directing your own work. Um, And you definitely meet like a lot of people who love your energy. And then lastly, here we have the Queen of Wands. Your courageousness, your bravery, because sex work is not like an easy job as people might think of it as. It is not like people don't look at it. Well, how do I say this? Like people disrespect sex workers a lot because of like what it is. They want to call you a hoe or like filthy or dirty or whatever the case may be. It's like you guys take that pain and turn it into power with this Queen of Wands here. You're super courageous. You're super brave. You're not afraid to like go anywhere and exude this. Some of you guys are Leos watching this. But there's like this bravery, an act of bravery that comes with you. Like even when you go places, particularly like I'm thinking like y'all might go to a church and just not be accepted, or people want to stop you from doing what it is that you want to do, whether if it's in church or outside of church, whatever it is. People are just like super jealous of you, and like what it is that you do. Like guys wish that they could be you, girls wish that they could be you, because like their boyfriends or whatever probably watch you, or their girlfriends probably like watch you, or like they just want to have your job because they want to do what you do. But whatever it is like people are like they admire you like your bravery and your courageousness. Like wow, like you're super bold for doing that because they're too afraid to do it because of like whatever family issues or stuff that they just don't want to resolve, or like they want to listen to their families like, oh, get a safe job. You guys are definitely risk takers, and that's like what I feel like Wands is about, because fire signs don't give a shit about anything. They don't give a damn about anybody. Like they will, or like what anyone thinks, they will do what they want to do, and that's just period. That's facts. This is like a good pile. I feel like you guys are like innovators. You guys are like super progressive. You guys are smart. You must be very good at like marketing, like branding. I'm hearing something about a brand associate. Maybe someone worked as a brand associate, or you might have a brand associates. I don't know how like that works. Take it how it resonates. But you guys are definitely like some of you guys might end up in magazines like talking about this stuff, like about like your skills and your like powers, like your story, and like things that you went through. But they're very like concerned with like how you like take care of yourself, like your form of self care, your skincare. Like what it's like to like be on camera or be behind the camera, whatever that is. But yeah. So if you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, all the information should be down in the description box below. If you would like to make a donation to my channel, you can do so through Cashapp, PayPal, and Venmo. All the information should be down in the description box below. Please don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know when I put out another video. You can follow me on social media at goodfelladom on Instagram, or goodfelladom on Twitter. I have a link tree in both my social media bios as well as my about section here on YouTube that will link you to my SoundCloud, because I do make music, so if you want to check that out, you can. I also have a podcast called The Dom Podcast, the DOM period podcast. I spelled it like how my name is spelled out here with Dom and a period at the end. And yeah. So, thank you guys for choosing me, Dom the Healer, as your reader, and I am signing off. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will move on to pile 3. This is for the people who chose the citrine crystal. And see you guys. Have a good one. So, for my people who chose pile 3, you chose the Superman crystal. So, we're gonna look into what talents and gifts that you have that will bring you fame and success. I wasn't gonna take that one. I'm sorry. But I feel like for some of you guys, it could be creative writing. Some of you guys are like cooks, where you you combine your creative writing skills with your cooking skills, as in like writing down your recipes. You might create cookbooks. Some of you guys might like books in general, but there's like a heavy like writing type of energy. Some of you guys like to write film treatments or like video treatments for other people. You could be video directors or just a part of someone's creative direction team. Justice in reverse. I feel like what will bring you guys fame and success is the fact that y'all know how to lie like hell. Like, oh my goodness, wait, what? You guys could be, because I do think of like because as soon as I like pulled that card out and saw it, I thought of like either the Law and Order theme song. I think it's the Law and Order theme song. There's like something about corrupt. You guys could be like criminal masterminds watching this video. 7 of Swords in reverse. I just heard the word buffoonery. Whatever it is that you guys do, something about like the dark web. What? You guys might know a lot about the dark web. You might be like oh, you guys probably like you guys are like, you could be like police officers or like well-known like detectives or something like that, where you catch people who do like a lot of the corrupt stuff. Because I don't see like someone here like on the internet doing anything like bad. I see someone like looking for them, like to catch a predator type of stuff. Ace of Cups in reverse, whatever it is that you're passionate about. And I feel like this is like literally getting to the bottom of a mystery. Some of you guys could be Scorpios, or like Cancers watching this. You could be a Taurus or have a Taurus rising watching this. But whatever it is, it's like something you're passionate about, something you're emotionally like involved in. It has to do with like I'm hearing the word sleuths and like finding like the mysteries, hidden mysteries. You guys could be conspiracy theorists as well. You guys could find like the hidden laws of the universe and like I'm hearing like going to the edge of the planet and like finding. You might be like the people who think of like the Earth being like flat instead of round. Or even if you're not, you definitely believe in like conspiracy theories and like looking stuff up. It's like you guys might like watching Discovery Channel a lot, or you will end up on a Discovery Channel. What will bring you money, fame, and success is literally like uncovering like certain truths or talking about certain things. Some of you guys might be like on TikTok or on Instagram, or even like in your YouTube shorts, where you make like reels where you like to talk about like hidden mysteries and like these random deaths that happen that no one could solve, and like you just like spread that, like that'll like bring you like fame. Or like money and success. You guys definitely like to get to the bottom of stuff. You love criminal like justice. You love injustices. You guys could be like civil rights activists or Black Lives Matter activists. Some of you guys are sexual assault activists, like a part of the Me Too movement. Some of you guys yeah, whatever you do, you focus on like a lot of injustices and you uncover mysteries. You're like a detective, like a famous detective or something. Yeah, Night of Wands, so you guys like to take risks. I do get the sense you like to find things out as I'm picking this card out, even though I feel like that has nothing to do with this. But this is definitely taking risks. You guys are the type of person that would like maybe you guys like to do like ghost mysteries or something. So it's like you're not afraid to like grab a camera crew and be like, okay, let's go into this abandoned house that so many people have died in because we're gonna uncover it and see what the mysteries are here. Like you like taking those types of risks. Like I feel like you guys and you'll be like I feel like maybe like because I feel something about you guys is like super like unshakable, like unmovable to the point where it's like you don't care. Like you're not like scared of ghost something. Maybe you like dealt with like spirits in your house like growing up or something like that. And I told you how to deal with this. Or maybe like a medium or something. Princess of Wands, because the Princess of Wands has to do with like having fun. Oh, the Knight of Wands also has to do with like taking action. I don't know why I thought that. I think I get like the Knight of Wands in this deck and the Princess of Wands like mixed up. Because the Princess of Wands here is the page. And this has to do with like having fun. A lot of fun. And like taking risks and stuff like that, but this is in reverse. So it's like I feel like for you guys, what it is, I'm gonna just go based off of what it is. Like whatever it is that you do, it's funny like to watch, but maybe it's not that fun, or it's just fun for you. I don't know, like something that is that you do. Like I'm gonna look at the definition for that, but let's put some more here. I'm hearing some of you guys can be sex workers, but that's like a small percentage of you. Maybe you've like either dealt with like certain like injustices, or oh no, you could be one of those like entertainment lawyers who handle like sex worker stuff and like the criminal cases. You could be like well known and like famous for that. Something about Las Vegas is coming through here. You might live there. You might want to move there. Like that might be like the best place for you to be at to get things done. And you live like this like very like lustful type of lifestyle, but you're like you're very sophisticated about what you do, and a lot of people trust you. The Wheel of Fortune, abundance. Whatever this is you do, I think you guys are gonna be like really rich off of it. Like you might, this reminds you like the type of people who like you're famous, yes, but it's not like the most famous person. But maybe you have like some sort of TV special, like that one case, or like whatever it is that you do that just keeps raking in money, like raking in money. Because everybody, like this reminds me like this could be like a type of case where it's like everyone keeps making like a movie or a TV show off of it, and for some reason you have to get paid for it. I'm hearing like a docu-series or something that's coming through here for some of you guys. Like what will bring you fame, money, and success. Okay, I don't know why that's why there, but I'm gonna take it. The Nine of Pentacles, yeah, you guys are meant to have money. Like this is like to me like independent success and being like good on your own. This isn't like Ten of Pentacles where it's like the most of the most. Because I feel like the Ten of Pentacles, just like the Ten of Cups, is like when you come together with somebody else. You guys might be single for the rest of your lives, and like you'll do very well by yourselves. And like this is a peacock, so like you guys are probably like very beautiful, like attractive. But what really like people look at you when they see you is like your sophistication, your money. Like if you're like a man, like you might attract a lot of like gold digging women who like want to like marry you, and perhaps take your money, or even if they don't take your money, I feel like you guys might end up like in like an open relationship or a polyamorous relationship where it's like if I feel see like a man here. Take this how it resonates because I do go based off of masculine and feminine energy too. It's like a man here. He has like these two women who like or were like probably like former porn stars, and he's married to both of them. And you guys have like a lot of like fun times together or whatever. That is like something I feel like you'll be known for as well as like your relationship. If you're a woman, you probably have like a whole like string of dudes that like they're yours. And like these dudes, like I feel like they're like you might like men who are like physically strong but like mentally weak because that's what comes across here. It's like some of them might leave sometimes, some of them might not. This is like a this is like a Taz's Angels type of lifestyle. I think you guys are gonna live. Whether if it's like if you're interested in guys or if you're interested in girls, it's that type of lifestyle. Like you live in a household with like all of your partners, maybe, I don't know. But there's something about you guys that likes to uncover like mystery. I feel like that's like in your private personal life. Um, it's interesting that that came through here. Or like I feel like your lifestyle might also be something that like makes you famous. It's like like detective by day and like a madam, or I don't know, pimp by night. I don't know. I don't like using the word pimp, but that comes through here like clearly, something like that. But you guys like definitely have like a lot of partners, especially like I'm hearing that song area codes like that. With the Knight of Pentacles here, what will definitely bring you famous success is your branding, your marketing, your ability to like have like an orderly like structure for yourself, where it's like yes, you like live this lifestyle, and yes, like you put your personal life out there a little bit, or whatever it is that you, or some of you guys, I feel like you keep your personal life private. I think that's for most of you. But it's like what will make you famous is like your sense of order, like how you organize things. So it's like people look at you and they see this. Yes, they know that you do that, but you keep that like hidden. And like what they see is like your brand, like the way you organize your brand, like being very very clear about what it is that like that you do. I feel like you guys don't mix things. It's like, okay, I'm a detective. I am, I don't know, like a lawyer, and then I'm also this, and it's like three separate things. Or you could be a lawyer who like you do child cases, child criminal cases, and you do like the type of business cases where it's like people go to work and they don't come back home, if you know what I mean. Like you just like you're like what will make you famous is like your sense of organization skills and being like emotionally invested in whatever it is that you do, and literally just being yourself and living your life. You might like be a social media influencer as well while doing this, where it's like you're a lawyer but you create like a level of fame for yourself on social media. And you guys definitely like to take action. Like you definitely take action on whatever it is that you do. Whatever it is that you do. Oh, maybe your job to other people it just doesn't look that fun. But whatever it is, like that, it's like you might be like a known for being like you'll be famous for like your job or like whatever it is that you do. Like that's boring, and then people are interested in knowing about your life. Like wow, like they have like all these different girlfriends, or like they live like they probably have like some of you have like a zoo in your backyard. I see giraffes here in your backyard that you go and take care of. Like you might live near a safari. You guys might like to like travel a lot. Some of you guys just might like work with animals in general, and you'll be like famous for that. But there's something about maybe I feel like there's someone here. I'm getting like the vibe of like I see like a person here where it's like maybe you led like this very like criminal like type of lifestyle where you either like stole animals, or you could even like rob banks and stuff like that. You live with like a whole lot of animals, and then it's like you managed to like to become like a social media influencer and like take that into like you became a social media influencer. I'm trying to put my words together. You became a social media influencer and put like your love for animals like out there. Maybe you like dealt with like you've been in and out of jail. You dealt with like court cases, whatever you've done. You kind of like stole animals. Like I'm getting like robbed banks. Like you stole animals, but you stole animals to save them, kind of. So it's like you had good intentions. You were focused on like a lot of like criminal injustices that happen when animals are taking care of them, and then you talk about it on social media. Or you guys keep like veterinarians, like aquatic. What is it? Marine life biologists. Something about like something like the word aquatic in it. Some of you guys just like work in like animal sanctuaries or like zoos, like wherever you work. It's probably somewhere in like South America, probably, or like anywhere, or Central America, really, wherever it is that you live, and then it gets like that. Yeah, like you just show off your lifestyle there. You live like this very like wild and free type of lifestyle. Five of Swords in reverse here. Always look at the Five of Swords in reverse, because the Five of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse both have to do like betrayal and like things being like chaotic. What I did here when I held the card, it was like you guys are not about bullshit. You're not about games. This makes me feel like either you had a background doing this, or you might still do this. You will beat the shit out of somebody for like for just simply coming at you, or like, and I also get the fact that you have no problem with just like being yourself. You guys have like this lust for life, like freedom type of aspect about you, but you like to uncover mysteries. It's like Scorpio energy, where it's like you're highly individualistic, but you're into like the deep dark depths of like how the world is like just like is like all the scary dark mysteries that no one has ever uncovered, or just like scary dark things in general, and you bring it to the forefront. That's what you guys do. The Three of Wands in reverse, whatever it is that you do, you stay stuck with it. It's kind of like for the rest of your life. I don't want to say it's like stuck, but there's like a lack of progress. Like you just like continue doing the same thing forever. You might expand it, but it's still like the same thing. Like if you're a lawyer, you expand your clientele, like what it is that you can do by educating yourself more. If you like work on social media, it's just like, okay, like everyone knows you as like the wildlife guy, or like the wildlife girl, or like whatever it is, and then it's just like that. And like even if you do other stuff, I think that's why sex work came through here. Some of you guys might do like with social media influencing, like a well known like a you're a well-known like wildlife person. Um, you're a well-known wildlife person, kind of like a Steve Irwin. whether if you're like a man or a female, and then you probably do like sex work on the side, or you just like post like very provocative pictures on the internet. Five of Wands in reverse. This definitely tells me you guys are not with the games. You're not with the bullshit. But this is not the energy of like you not being with the bullshit to the point where you walk away. This is like you punching the shit out of somebody for fucking with you. Like you will fight people. Some of y'all probably had like some very violent and tough childhoods. Like maybe y'all just like horsed around a lot. Whatever it is, it's like y'all are not with the games. Y'all are not letting nobody like fuck with you. The Hierophant here. You teach people a lot about like life. You teach people a lot about like life. You teach people. You're a teacher. The Hierophant in itself is a teacher, and there's like a lot of wisdom. I think of like because a pyramid can be like very mysterious, like all the information that's inside of it. Because I don't. Can you go inside of pyramids nowadays? Even if you can, it's like these like ancient old like you uncover mysteries and like hidden secrets and stuff like that, and you teach people about this. You document it and show it to the world. The Emperor. What will bring you into this is like you standing in your power, you being authentically you. That's what it is with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords in reverse. Being you and yourself. Like because like what it is like Seven of Swords and Five of Swords have to do like being secretive, betrayal, going behind someone's back. Overall, just like real sneaky type of energy. And when it's reversed, it's like their energy is coming out. Like everyone knows about it. I feel like you guys come out to the world on your own. Like I'm hearing you like I'm hearing like you expose yourself. I heard someone once say it was this woman like I saw here on like YouTube doing like tarot readings or not tarot readings, but it's like a channeling. She said, "You can't expose me because I'm gonna expose myself." Her name is Valencia. Valencia's voice that echoes in the earth realm, something like that. If you want, you guys can like check her out. But yeah, you guys are like teachers. You teach people about wildlife. You teach people about animals. Whatever it is that you do this by yourself. I get the vibe that like you're like the teacher who teaches everyone how to do stuff. You definitely educate yourself. You read books. You definitely get like a lot of hands-on experience. You guys probably like snakes and spiders and like reptiles and stuff like that as well. You teach people about this. If you're like a man, you love showing women like how crazy you can get with animals. This makes me think that you could be like a Scorpio because you like to play around with stuff like this too. Like even if they run away and get scared, like you think it's funny. Like I don't know, Scorpios are like that. I get it, but I don't get it. I like Scorpios, and whatever it is that you do, like you guys either know how to make money or you can make a lot of money. Doing what it is that you do with this Ten of Pentacles here. You know how to make money. Like there's like something about you guys that's like with business and marketing. Like whatever it is that you do, it looks like you live like this free nomadic lifestyle, but you're like a millionaire or like a billionaire. And like it's because you know how to manage your money. Something about what you do, like off camera, behind the scenes in the business, and it's like very mysterious in itself. You guys are definitely like water signs here. I'm getting Pisces, Scorpio. I don't get Cancer that much, but it's mostly Pisces and Scorpio. Y'all love like animals or like whatever that you do because I'm seeing like mostly animals here, animal sanctuaries. And lastly here, it's your sense of patience. I feel like this is like your patience within your life purpose. Like I said, some of you guys could have done like some very like crazy things growing up. I'm not going to take all these. This isn't a lot. Should I take them, Spirit? All right, that's it. But some of you guys were like very, very patient, like coming up, like and doing whatever it is that you had to do. To get where you needed this to go. Like some of you guys like got into like probably like a lot of fights. So you like I see someone like running from the cops here, and you're holding like either like something wrapped up in a blanket or it's like a cat or like an animal. You're trying to like help people. Like the cops are like after you. You probably gotten arrested for it, but it's like you got in the way with like hiding the animals and stuff. But it's just like you guys are like very protective individuals. It's like total Scorpio energy because I'm thinking like death and rebirth because that's the Scorpio card in like tarot decks. And like something about is like what you guys is like. It makes me think of American Horror Story, the witchcraft season, where there was the woman there. I forget her name or her character name, but she had the ability to bring things like back to life. Like that's you guys, like with how you care about animals and living things. With the Queen of Swords here, it's your business and your sophistication, your marketing tactics, and like your skills and like the business and like basically kind of like the academic side of things or like the smart side of things. Some of you guys could be journalists as well. Now that I say academics, I'm thinking of him. But whatever it is that you do, it's like it's super sophisticated. You're like sophistication, your poise, the way you carry yourself is like you definitely don't mix business with pleasure. Like you show your pleasure like on the internet, but it's like you got like your business put together. Like you kind of like use social media as like a social media influencer would, but then you post pictures of like your natural life and like I guess maybe who you're dating or just like who you're sleeping with or whatever. People like this because I feel like it flags people in because you guys can be like very attractive or like semi-attractive or you just have nice bodies and like people are like very drawn to your looks, but then they're also drawn to what it is that you can do mostly like your skill set, like you showing off like your business. This is like mostly for like those who do like wildlife stuff. Even if you do like mysteries, you're well known for that. But it's like you're like a hot Ghostbuster. Like that's that type of energy. The Queen of Pentacles here, you're like the head of your household and the head of your business. So it's like in your relationship, you're probably with a parent, you're like the more dominant one. And you might be known for your relationship as well. You could have like toxic relationships as well. Or you could be the toxic partner yourself. You're not. I don't think you are. Maybe it's your partners. You might come across a lot of narcissistic people that you choose, but it's like you're really about your business. You have like this motherly, nurturing energy when it comes to like your projects or like the animals you work with or whatever. The King of Cups in reverse. You guys can be like emotionally manipulative. Like you know how to manipulate people through social media, like on the internet, where it's like say you post like certain like videos, like oh there's this girl, she's been missing for like a while. You like use it as like a form of manipulation to like trigger people to like help you out. And it's like a good tactic for you to use. Or it's like hey like these animals are going extinct, like we need your help. Call this number to help support them or donate to this like fund or whatever. Like that's what you guys do. You emotionally manipulate people. That's what's gonna help you like become famous and successful. Don't overdo it. Like you gotta like learn how to like balance out like how it is. And I feel like the Queen of Pentacles here might help you with that. But it's like the way that you guys do it is like your skill set is basically like your business, your caring and motherly like nature for like how you nurture yourself, the people around you, your projects, the animals. And your like sense of patience, your Three of Swords, it's like you have this like healing powers that'll help you make a lot of money and be very famous and successful. But I feel like it's also your ability to heal yourself because you're like much more empathetic towards others and other in their situations. Like you know how like when people like get in trouble with certain things on social media or like in their jobs, like you guys have like a level of empathy that makes you like think ahead of time. You have like a foresight where it's like you like try your hardest not to like insult or like hurt people like with your choice of words and things you do, and that's definitely gonna help you like in the long run. Um, Four Swords in reverse here. I get the sense that you guys definitely like to get active, you like to get up, you like to take action. Four Swords is like being content, like laying down, like being a bit lazy in my opinion. You guys are not lazy. You're about that action. You get to it. You get to the work. Some of y'all like definitely like fighters. You got like this fiery temper, but it's all out of love and like care. And like maybe you guys just grew up in like a real like ghetto neighborhood and you learn how to street fight and stuff like that. And then last week here we got the Six of Cups. So I get the vibes that like you're doing something that's like out of the box. Like maybe nobody in your family did this, or you're the chosen one or the black sheep. Whatever, they're stepping out of your box and like being like out of your comfort zone, but they're also doing something non-traditional that's gonna help you bring like a lot of like talent, fame, and success and money to you, or like that's your talent or gift that you have to bring you money, fame, and success. So without further ado, if you guys like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. All the information should be down there. All the services that I offer and things like that. Um, Donations. I do accept donations to my channel, so you are allowed to. If you want, you can donate to me. I do say Cashapp, PayPal, and Venmo. Those are also the methods of payment methods that I have for my services when I do the readings for you guys. Um, Please don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up. If you are, what is it? Oh, you can follow me on Instagram if you would like to as well, at goodfelladom, on Twitter at goodfelladom. I have a link tree in my social media bios and also here in my about section here on YouTube. That'll link you to my SoundCloud because I do make music. If you want to check that out, you can do so. Also, oh, and I have a podcast by the name of the Dom Podcast, the D-O-M period podcast, like how I spell my name out here with Dom and the period at the end. You can check that out as well if you're interested in that. That'll be on Google, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. And without further ado, let's move to pile 3. This is for those who chose the Superman crystal. And my name is Dom. I go by Dom the Healer, and I'm signing off. Thank you guys. Let's move on to pile 3. Is this pile? No, this is pile 3. Pile 4. I'm sorry. I'm crazy. I know. Ooh. Pile 4. Hold on one second. Ooh. All right. So sorry about that, you guys. But if you chose pile 4, you chose this amethyst crystal right here. You guys can see that I love amethyst so much. That has to do with spiritual protection. Your angels, your spirit guides. There's like you guys have creative talents. Like as I was thinking about this, like right when I started the camera, kind of. But what I was thinking of when I saw this was you guys literally what's gonna make you famous, I think, is like either a song or a sex tape. Like literally. What will bring like a lot of money or like fame is like a song or a sex tape. And ironically, like I didn't realize this when I chose this, like because someone once told me in like the comment section or whatever, like, hey, like can you show off the crystals? Y'all see what book I got? It's called The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success. And like I noticed it because I was gonna get it because it had the word spiritual in it, and I felt like it just like went with the video. But like looking at things like talents and gifts that will make you like successful and money, and that book came out there, y'all might want to get that book. That's not coming through here strongly, but I would recommend. It's called The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. You guys might like listening to Russ too, because that's literally where I got that from. He like mentioned that book, and that's when he was mentioning Deepak Chopra in a lot of his interviews that I had saw him do, and that's what made me kind of want to get that book. But I get the vibe that like you guys are definitely like you guys are like I feel like you're the type to be famous for being famous. Let's put some cards on here. Two of Wands is like Two of Wands in reverse here. It's like whatever it is that you do, it's like you never chose to do anything. It's like you might do everything or just like nothing at all. Somehow get famous because of like some sort of like maybe sex tape you had, or like that one song you did back in I don't know when, and then it's like you start dating people. Like you probably end up in like a lot of toxic relationships. Like that is what you will get there. But like you guys are like very like business smart, and like you know how to like get what you want out of a man or out of a woman. Some of you guys could be gold diggers, like gigolos or whatever the case may be. But I get the vibe that it's like you know how to like mooch off of a person and do it in a way where it's like you get good karma for it somehow, and like really it's just like you continue like moving up and up. I see someone here. It's like you're rich and you're like famous or successful or whatever. But it's like I'm hearing you're not all like I'm hearing you're not all successful. You guys might be like very famous, have like a lot of money, but it's like in terms of like your success, like your businesses, maybe like you have like a lot of failed projects. And it's like I'm sorry if you can hear that. I doubt you can because I can't see in the sound waves. But like whatever it is that you do, it's like you decided to not do anything. You sit on your ass all day and make money somehow. I don't know, like what it is. Like it's off this like tape or this song or this album or like this one project you did. Some of you guys could be like painters. Maybe you had like that one painting that really like allows you to just like eat for the rest of your life, like a Mona Lisa or like a School of Athens or something, where it's like everybody has to keep talking about it, and every single time like you guys can be very business savvy as well. It's like very good with like marketing and stuff like that. Like whatever it is that you do. Whatever it is that you did, whatever it is that you created, this like one thing or something, that's all you had to do. And it's like if you take like a painting, like a School of Athens or like a Mona Lisa or something, you're getting paid for every time someone uses it. Like professors are teaching your shit in school. Like that's what I'm getting here. I got the Eight of Wands. You guys, I see a woman here like wearing a dress and she's running in heels. So yeah, I definitely can know how to get to a bag through like I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm thinking like prostitution, or if not like prostitution, whatever it is that you guys want to call it. It's like definitely okay. I like this energy here with the cards that just kind of like came out. But like definitely, it's like you guys like literally make money having fun. Like I don't know, this is like maybe you make money just like showing people how to live your life. You could be on reality TV. You could type for like a Snapchat reality show, like some sort of social media reality show, something on reality TV or like social media where it's like a show where people like want to follow you in your life and whatever it is you're doing, and you just keep making money. It's like whatever it is that you do, it's like super easy. Like whatever it is, a job that's like super like not necessarily like mundane, but it comes across like maybe boring, and you do this like periodically. You don't have to do it all the time. It's just like you know how to like sit in front of a camera and make money. It's like you do it almost every single time you do that. The Princess of Wands, whatever you do with it, like whatever it is that you do, you definitely have fun with this. But to other people, it's like, oh my goodness, like they have like the most simplest lifestyle on there. Like some of you guys can be like models, just like walking around, like like people might disrespect you, but like like imagine like being like half dead, like if only I could be just half dead and walk down the runway, but they don't know that like that modeling is a tough job to do. Like every job that looks easy, I feel it's not easy. There's still a toughness behind it. Not everyone can do it. Like let's just put it that way. Everyone can do it, but you guys definitely have fun with it. It makes you feel happy. Some of you guys could just be like full on sex workers, and like maybe you do like a scene like every couple years or so. I don't know, or like even if you don't do that, it's like there's like this sex tape that kind of just like follows you for the rest of your life. You're like a famous like you're probably famous for your relationships or being in toxic relationships or just like I see a woman here, she might like bounce from like rapper to rapper or ball player to ball player or like businessman to businessman, and it's like you just like you end up being with people like your skills are like your, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, it's like your skills is like your whole skills, like whatever it is that you can do that allows you to be with like every other person. It's like your romantic skills, like your sexual skills. It's mostly romantic. It's not about like your relationships coming through as strong. I have a hole in my shirt, by the way, if you that stood out to you for some reason. You guys might like to wear like very revealing clothing. If you're a man, you're like a famous gigolo. Good job, King. You're like a famous gigolo. Where it's like you do you're known for like sleeping or like being with all of these like alpha women who could be like famous, and it's like you latch onto them some way somehow. And it's like you could be like super famous for, or even if you're not, it's like you're known for what it is that you do in a way that like women typically are. Like I feel like society typically like excuses women when they do because like, oh well, she's a go digger, that's what she does. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But then when a man does it, it's like, oh, he's all sorts of like bitch ass niggas and stuff like that. Like no, I feel like you're like the opposite. Like you're like the man version of any type of woman who is like that, and it gets you super famous because you meet the right partners. You might date like a lot of like older women who are probably just like lonely or something, and like you cheat on them, of course, and have your fun, but you like use women as like a come up, and they pay you, they give you money. Queen of Wands in reverse here. Yeah, you guys are super selfish. That's like a talent or skill or gift that would make you like famous and get like a lot of money. It's like being selfish. It's like being with partners who are like super nice to you, and like for some reason they're like super giving to the point where it's like they keep giving you money no matter what. And like you guys definitely like you probably like go to All Star Weekend a lot. Pick up like ball players like every year or something, or I'm hearing stripper bowls. Some of you guys could be like into that as well. The stripper bowl. I think that only happened like once though. I'm not sure, but I get the vibe. Some of you guys could have like been there or like went through that. Like what makes you like famous? Like gets you money, successes. Like you're like just like a famous hoe, really, and like that's like what gets you what it is that you need. Like stuff like that. You got the Ten of Wands in reverse here, so you know how to turn your pain into power. I see someone here. It's like you probably lived like before. Like you probably lived like really really like ratty and like tattered or whatever. Or like not ratty, but like just like in poverty or whatever. I'm not sure. Like yeah, in poverty or whatever. And like I get that vibe that like maybe like you probably had like a tough upbringing. Some of you could have been like single moms turned like video vixens or whatever. Some of you could have been on reality TV or like whatever it is that you do. It's like you're like a famous like hoe who has like a business or something, or like a famous man who does like sex work or something. And it's like you make a lot of money off of it. It's like every person you get with, it's like there's like an ounce of fame that comes with it for you, and it puts more money into your pocket, kind of. You might write a book like a hotels type of book. You might like Jasmine Sullivan's Hotels Project. I was listening to that, and I keep hearing the song "Pick Up Your Feelings" in my head. So I love that. I love it so much. I love that song. I love Jasmine Sullivan. Hey Jasmine. What is it? Seven of Swords upright. Yeah, betrayal. You guys go behind people's backs and like steal from your partners, kind of. And like I feel like you might gaslight them a lot. Like that will put you like in the spotlight and like give you money and fame. And it's like, no, I didn't. Like that's not my fault. Okay, but what about what you did to me? You cheated on your wife to be with me. You cheated on your husband to be with me. Like, what does that make you? If I'm a hoe, like it's just like that type of stuff. It's like you know how to like really trick your partners into getting what you want, and it almost works. There might come a point in time where like maybe like two or three people like it just doesn't work on them, and these people might be friends. I'm not gonna lie. But whatever the case may be, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. This makes me feel like you guys yourselves might be like broke or something, and like your way of like making money is by getting it off of someone else. Like you need like a rich partner. I feel like either you're gonna be like looking for them for the rest of your life, and like maybe when you get to your older ages, like you'll kind of like end up with nothing, or and all you really have is like your looks, and like that goes for everyone here, whoever's watching this. Or you might some of y'all like very few of y'all might end up with like a billionaire, like trillionaire, like date them for the rest of your lives. Like your claim to fame, money, and success is literally through someone else. Um. Uh. What else is going to bring you fame, money, and success? Four Pentacles reverse. I feel like your poverty like status is like bringing you that because like this makes people like who find you attractive, like rich people, they look at you like they want to be your savior. Like you're Jesus and come in and like, oh, like I'm gonna take you away from this, and I'm gonna buy you a new car, I'm gonna get you a new house, and like a narcissistic person who will probably treat you really, really badly, but it puts you in the spotlight and allows you like to gain more access towards other rich people, and that's how you get yourself out of this. Literally, like, well, there's nothing. Do what you want. Do what makes you happy. Really, is all I'm gonna say here. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people really do just have to live like that. Five of Cups upright. You guys are like you guys are definitely like grieved a lot from like your toxic relationships and what you've been through. Some of you guys could have been through like domestic abuse. So writing a tell-all book or telling people what you went through will definitely make you money. People will donate money to you after they found out like someone like beat you. And I'm not recommending you stay with anyone like that. Someone here either could have been, or like I said, don't do it, whatever. Could have been beaten like a football player. Could have been beaten by a football player or something. Someone who really hurt them. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Y'all are about y'all money and like y'all business, but your business is other people's pockets. I'm playing the song Cashapp by Megan Thee Stallion. Listen to like the first 10 seconds of that song. That will give you an answer of like what it is that will make you famous. King of Swords. This is like energy of someone. You guys will probably like make like really like great businessmen and women. And that might actually, like, if you venture out into that, there isn't much success, but you have enough to keep yourself stable and afloat to get what you want and live the life that you want. And you can still pickpocket off of other people. Because you're like this hot person that people want to save. It's like, oh, you know, like when the rappers be in a song, like, you know, good girl from the hood, you know, mom didn't raise her right. And now, like, I just took her out and I just put, like, all this ice on her arm. Like, it's just, I don't know, whatever. Something like that. It's like you like attract like rappers and like ball players and like rich people. I'm hearing the song "Act Up" by the City Girls now. Like yeah, but that's your guys' like thing here. What is it? Queen of Swords in reverse. Like you have like this bratty, bitchy attitude about you. Like if you're a woman, if you're like a man, you act like a toddler. And women like this. It's like you make this face when you get sad, or like you pretend to be sad. But this is like manipulation, like at its finest. Like I think of the Queen of Swords as like a Gemini, and Geminis are very like they often manipulate people like just to see what would happen. The King of Wands. You guys will make great entrepreneurs. Like start a clothing line or something, or do something for yourself. Get up on your feet, and you might learn how to do this through your partners and like watching them work. You're like, okay, well if they could like, you know, make all that. They might even like motivate you to be like, hey, like start a business and do stuff, and then you like steal money from them and they go start it, and then just leave them alone. Act like you don't know them. You'll meet them again, but it's like it'll be like on some sort of like apology type of basis where like, you know, I'm sorry, for some reason they might apologize to you. I don't know why. You guys are like really good at tricking people with stuff like that. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I'm here frivolous spending. What will like bring you fame and success? Like your talents and your gifts is your materialism. Because you might be like a social media like influencer or like some sort of like IG baddie or like some sort of IG model, where you wear like all these name brand, designer brands, and all this nice stuff, and it attracts people. Like you have like this banging body, whoever you are, and it's like you attract people. You guys are like, you're like the devil, like kind of like with people. You could be devil worshippers. It's like you're like the devil. It's like you use your looks to kind of like get what you want. But it's like people think that you're like kind of like this innocent angel, and you're like Satan in disguise almost. And it's like you just like, even if I feel like most of you are like that, some of you could just literally be like angels who are like gold diggers. I don't know. I think God has his people everywhere, so who knows? But it's like yeah, you'll like literally like use someone for like a Birkin bag or like a place to stay or like whatever it is. Like you'll disguise like your brokenness and the fact that you don't have anywhere to go with your attitude and your sex appeal and sex. What is it? Three of Swords. You guys have been brokenhearted. What will bring you like fame, money, success is talking about how brokenhearted you've been. And like some of you guys can be like social media influencers, but I'm hearing like fake social media influencers where it's like you might pretend to be like an influencer, like you're just someone who everyone should like listen to, when really like maybe like your stories are not like the best, or like your advice is not the best. Like this is like a hoe coach basically, where it's like you coach people on how to be like a hoe and like code properly and like gold dig properly and do stuff like that type of stuff. And that's still in a way it's like very like it's influencing for the people who live that type of lifestyle. So I guess like that's a good thing. You provide healing for them, and I think this in a turn it might. I don't think it's healing for you at all. It's like you're teaching people how to like I'm hearing the term pimp a nigga. You're teaching people how to do that. And it's like, you attract people that are like you, but you guys are all heartbroken. Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. Yeah, you guys, I'm thinking of the word smothering. You guys can be like the type of moms who definitely like, because the Queen of Pentacles to me is a mother, a motherly figure. With this being in reverse, I feel like you guys might be like the type of moms, like the type of dads who like maybe you use your children for the camera, and that will like help you like, get money and like like the famous success that you want. Like they're such a good parent or whatever. But maybe behind closed doors, you're probably not like the best parent. Some of you guys, I do feel like you do try. You are try your best to be like the best parent. You can be like a former hoe or whatever it is that you are. Is the whole? I think the whole term is derogatory. I'm sorry if like that sounds offensive or whatever. But like you could have been like a former person that was like that. You're just like not the best mom, but like the best dad. You just use it to like look good on social media, kind of. Your child is like a pawn for you. You might end up having like problems with that in the future as well, and that'll also put you into the spotlight as like your bad parenting. The Emperor in reverse here. This is like someone in my opinion who has like a false sense of power. You might think that you're in power because like you could think you can control men and women and get what you want and money, but it's like, and you might even like try to like you probably have like ego issues as well. Or like you like try to like pretend that you know everything, that you got it like that, and in reality it's like you don't. And like it will come crashing down more than likely than not. Unless you create like some sort of like sustainable wealth through like a clothing business, like a store or like a book that people will continue to like read, and that'll keep like bringing money to you like when you least expect it. Kind of, you might not live like the most lavish lifestyle, or like if you do, it's like in like the lowest tier possible. And then the Fool in reverse, you guys can be like very reckless. You might do well on reality TV, or like you guys might get drunk a lot. You'll get known for that. Like I see you guys like in blogs and stuff like this, for like just like acting crazy. Like people know you from like reality TV or social media, or from dating some sort of rapper, ball player, rapper, singer, whatever, actor, actress, and like that's literally what will get you there. It's like your hotels will get you there. I love Jasmine Sullivan. That project is fucking phenomenal. But if you like the If you like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. All the information should be down in the description box below. If you would like to donate to my channel, you can do so. All the information for that should be down in the description box below as well. Please don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This is a very interesting pal because I never had a pal like this before. I don't think. Like I normally get like a lot of sex worker pals, but this is like really like the. I understand. Um. But yeah, if you want, you can follow me on Instagram at goodfelladom, on Twitter at goodfelladom. If you check my about section here on YouTube, as well as my social media bios, you'll find a link tree. That'll take you to my SoundCloud because I do make music. If you want to check that out, you can do that as well. Also, it'll take you to my podcast, The Dom Podcast. It's not like how I spell my name on here, The Dom with a period at the end podcast. And you can find it on Google, Spotify, and Apple Podcast platforms. And thank you guys for choosing me, Dom the Healer, for your reader. This is like a very interesting pal. I didn't even think that it would go this way, or like, but this is still technically like a skill. Like this is something like this is like survival skills here, kind of. And maybe for some of you like a love skill, or like a living out of love type of skill. But thank you for choosing me, Dom the Healer. I'm your tarot reader. I'm an As Your Reader today, and I'm signing off. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please don't be afraid to tune in or look at more videos on my channel as well. And thank you guys. I will see you later.